Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps Afrika Korps, and this time we are about to invade Iraq.
The invasion of Iraq is your next great task, Generalfeldmarschall. To hold on to it and what is left of their empire in the Middle East, the British plan a large reinforcement of their air presence. The key to its success is the airfield at Baghdad. An advanced communications center is being built there that will coordinate these larger air forces as well as an array of air defense radars. If this center is not promptly destroyed, our invasion of Iraq will be hampered by a much more substantial and effective Allied air presence. The Regia Aeronautica is assisting us with special bomber aircraft that have already been partially deployed. Another such unit is to follow. If Baghdad airfield is neutralized, we can expect our invasion to proceed with the same success you have brought in other theaters, Generalfeldmarschall. You have 7 days. Good luck.
Okay, let's see. We have to, this is peculiar. We have to hold at least 4 objectives, and there's new equipment available, and the Regia Aeronautica has placed a strategic bomber at your disposal. And another one is on its way. Use it to neutralize the Baghdad airfield to cut Allied communication lines. Yeah, and here is the airfield, but I've already done the deployment phase, so let's take a look at that. Well, not much to talk about my upgrades. I replaced the lost Sahariana by the new Scout car, the German version. And we still have one Sahariana here. And other than that, I simply brought my units back to full ranks. And I think I used the new Panzer 3M. Yeah, that's about it for the strategic plan. Well, yeah, we will try to cross the Tigris in the north because, there's a lot of units we could deploy here, and there's not enough space down here, so why not? The rest, I think we will send both sides of the Euphrat straight to Baghdad, try to bomb this airfield, and grab the minor locations on the way. And, because it says you have to hold 4 objectives. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not very many. So maybe there's a big counterattack here. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hi, Lieutenant Joker. But we will find out. And yeah, like I said, not really sure. But I noticed, or I know that there are those cash signs down here and up here. So we'll try to take those cities. We have a lot of time, so I think that should be possible. And yeah, maybe you can hear it, but I'm not entirely fit. My voice is not in the best condition, but I hope my concentration and my voice will hold up for Iraq at least. And yeah, let's immediately start into the mission. We immediately spot a Valentine here and have infantry in range to take it out, but I think, yeah, that's not good enough odds, so let's go ahead and bomb it. It's almost completely suppressed, so let's see what the Italian tank can do. That's not ideal as well, so I think, we could, no, the infantry doesn't cut it, so I think we are going to think about it because we might want to use one of our bombers here, but I'm sure there will be more opportunities to use bombers, so let's go ahead and do some scouting. Yeah, and Sherman Mark 1. And let's do more spotting. We have to get a better idea what's going on than one of those hamper. one of those Humbers and another Sherman. So, well, our Luftwaffe will be extremely busy here. Or our artillery, that depends. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I will send down the Italian tank as well, and spotted another tank. Okay. This one doesn't have air defenses, so let's start off by getting rid of the Crusader. I hope at least. Yep, one down. And maybe I will send down the Italian tank, but I don't think he can take the city on its own, but we will send him Air Force support as soon as somehow possible. Then, yeah, this Sherman, we have at least some artillery in place. Our super long range one, that is. That's not good enough. That might be. And I think one of the Stokes should be able to finish it off. Well, not quite. That's not enough as well. And now that's a little bit tricky. Let's see if we can finish off this Humber. And we are running out of aircraft already, and I want to bomb this one as well. We'll force it onto the river, I hope. Nope. But that's not going to cut it. So I think we will... Well, we are completely out of range here. But I think it's more important to deny them vision. So let's destroy it. And maybe a fighter can do it. But we'll have to think about that. And we still have 3 more bombers actually. But we don't have artillery in place to deal with this Sherman. So let's see. Maybe. Yeah, that's not ideal, but wow, that was a good shot. So that could be enough to do it. Not quite. And well, but now maybe the fighter is enough, or maybe well, the Sahariana is not in range. I think I will try to use the Spitfire here. Couldn't do it. I want to... Well, I have nothing in range that can go to the ground, so I think we will use our long-range spotting tank to take it out. I would have preferred to send it forward to get a glimpse of them, but that's not going to happen. Well, instead, we can use the Piaggio to try to deal with the Sherman. Send our super fast tank, and he really is a nice addition to my forces. I think send the Flam tank to block it from blocking my movement path here. And hopefully get rid of it later. But for now, that could be enough. Yeah, that's done. And then we'll use our super tandem here. That's the new... I bought the Wolfram, that's it. I had one spot. But that's the power couple. Wolfram and Flam tank. Well, not quite enough. So, would have liked to get rid of it. I will think about that. No, I think we'll make sure to get it. Send down the Italian bomber. Deal with it that way, perfect. Now, I think this was a good enough initial success. And I'm pretty sure there will be infantry in here, so I fully intend to do a fighter trap. And protect with my Fokker Wolf here. There could be something in here, but I highly doubt it. But I don't like to take any risks, so we'll slowly advance, keep out of vision range, even if there's something onto the river. Go forward slowly. Send infantry downwards. We have two up here. Don't think we can get spotted around here, so let's advance. Bring forward the artillery. We have an option for another fighter trap here. So let's use one of our strongest fighters to do it. Do a double fighter trap. No, let's go here. Maybe around here, because, well, no. If an enemy fighter goes here, he can't spot anything, so we are fine. And yeah, this is a rookie scout, so I'm not too worried about losing him. I really prefer having the intel and knowing that my tank is safe. And then we'll progress forward and trying to overwhelm them. And we can go across the Tigris pretty much at will. And we still have two more defensive fighters. We still have another of those Fallschirmjägers. Let's send them upwards. And yeah, we don't have much infantry in the south, so let's go forward. Don't want to risk my artillery. Yeah, much more space on this side. Then, just for safety reasons, guard this lot, and just to be safe, we'll guard the Italian bomber as well. So I think that's it. That was, I hope, a good first turn. And then we will progress to this airfield and see what we can do to it. First fighter trap worked. The Churchill. Yeah, the damage was worth it, I think. And that's it. And a sandstorm. That's not ideal at any rate, because now we can't shoot down the enemy fighters. But we can try to block them. And we don't see anything. But on the other hand, the enemy won't see anything as well, so that might be a perfect opportunity to land the Fallschirmjägers in their backs. Well, we are starting, yeah, so it's not a reversed scenario again, where I get completely screwed by placing Fallschirmjägers over the airfield and getting shot down by anti-aircraft fire. So yeah, I don't know. That should reach all enemy units. If there are any. And prepare. Nope. Don't think there's anything here, and they shouldn't be able to see us. But I will protect from the south, and then we'll send down our Bruto to take a look at the enemy airfield. And we'll try to block the enemy fighters if they're trying to move away. Don't know if this is going to work. Send down another Bruto, try to get some scouting info, try to get a look at Baghdad and maybe do some bombing. And once again, try to block the retreating fighter. And try to get some scouting info next time. Well, then without any vision, it will be extremely dangerous to advance here. But we know there's nothing in here. Well, basically we are not seeing anything, but it should be safe here because we had vision on this hex. And we'll gradually progress forward here. And we know there's infantry in here. So we'll try to use our Flam tank again. That's almost de-entrenched. And that should do the trick. Send forward the... Ah, damn it. Should have expected that, but that won't be a problem. Because I can move forward. Protect our strike force. Move in a position to shoot down the stopped plane, hopefully. Yeah, and not risk too much here. Well, move forward a little bit with the artillery. There should be a sweet spot here. And that's basically it. Well, just in case if he trades to the north, let's block him this way as well. And other than that, I don't think there's too much we want to do or want to know. Yeah, let's end the turn and hope the sandstorm ends right now. Block the two fighters, perfect, and we have great weather. That worked out perfectly. And the airfield is actually open. And there's a lot of artillery in the back. And I think there are no air defenses around here. That might be beneficial as well. Definitely. Well, there are air defenses here. Good thing we spotted them. And I want to... Well, actually, I want to lure them in a trap here. Let's see. Maybe this heavy infantry will go for the tank and then it will have a very bad day. We'll try to get in some scouting info and make sure there's nothing around here. Spotted at Grant. That's good. I think we should be all right facing him over the river. If he wants to go in here, be my guest, but we shouldn't be overconfident. Well, let's see. So let's try to neutralize this airfield. There doesn't seem to be air defenses around here as well. That's interesting. So that's neutralized, but I'm not entirely sure if this does it, because there's this radar station on it, and do they simply retake it, or I don't know how this is going to work, but we will find out. For the moment, we have a very heavy entrenched infantry here. We have a ring of anti-tank cannons, but those have a vision range of 1, I think. Yep. So we could trap them. No, that's not worth it. Let's instead clear those cannons out. And maybe trap them, but we will see about that. For now we will try to take this one out. This will be difficult, but it should be very much doable. We won't be able to force a surrender on him, but was less than ideal, but wow, he's kind of resilient. Let's take a look to the thousths. Seems safe enough. So maybe the best option will be to overwhelm it. That's done. Perfect. Now we can grab the airfield, deny them vision, and can already resupply our planes without any risks. Shoot down the Spitfire. That's done. Wow, this is going extremely well. Well, do we have... No. But we still can't bomb it. Maybe that's doing something. Try to deplete the ammo from the Bishop. That did work quite well. Place a defensive fighter between them. And then we will try to overwhelm this position. Didn't get it, but it goes onto the river. I can live with that. Well, maybe attacking this cannon wasn't the smartest thing, because it would have been better to get rid of him, but seems we can still do it. Having super powerful artillery always helps. And I think this Sherman might as well counterattack. 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's out of range. So I think the best thing will be to prepare a stoke trap for it next turn. Once we have proper artillery ready. Well, there's too much to do and a lot to protect. This could be a perfect opportunity for a fighter trap again. Yep. Position our 88 so that we can retaliate on a lot of their units. Well, we still have the Italian tank. Don't know, I don't think there will be something in the middle of the map. Yep, that's looking good. Now we know that we're secure. But in case of any surprise counterattacks, we'll position a stoke downwards. And I think already bring infantry. Maybe we can take this bridge and attack them from the back. That might work out. And go forward. bring the artillery in position. We should be out of detection range here. Maybe we can send a unit across. And other than that, I don't think there's much to do. Just for security, protect a lot of those. Protect here. That's looking fine. And then we could still use another of those Brutus. No, Il Cattivo. Well, let's go for another artillery piece. And maybe one Focke-Wulf here is a little bit too little to do it, but we have to protect a lot of things. And wow, this was a bad hit. Now we have to be very careful with this Spitfire here. They might very well try to shoot it down, but I wanted to, yeah, provide some cover. Maybe we'll get the opportunity to cross here, or maybe let's do it like this to maybe help against the ground. And then I think everything is ready. Let's hope for the best. Okay, that's not good. That's okay. Trapped something. Well, our fighter traps are spot on at the moment. Okay. Ah, God. That was bad luck. Well, maybe I should have expected that because, well, the Mosquito did uncover my Sturk and it got demolished, but oh well. At least the Mosquito is down. Perfect. I think it was a Mosquito. Didn't look, and the trap here didn't work out. But we can. Well, 31 prestige, I think we'll go for it. Try to force our way in here. At least the hill is kind of safe. The Sherman, unfortunately, or the Grant, this will be trouble. We will have to find a way to deal with it. But at the moment, we'll look to the southern front, I think. Not sure if it's safe to go across. Now a sandstorm would be nice to do it, but oh well. At least we have our revenge. And now we will try, well, and it stays out of action, so that's perfect. And I think we will continue to whittle it down. But this is a rather complicated situation because now we need something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe we're simply putting our own Churchill to the front. Try to get rid of this radar tower as soon as possible. Yeah, they are that strong. That did nothing, but we will try to destroy its fuel and ammo. It almost worked. Keep them down. And once again try to use our power couple. Well, yeah, we have units in range. To deal with this heavy weapon infantry. Perfect. Well, at least it's out of ammo. That's enough for me. Yeah, let's try to get the glimpse. And it should, honestly, it should be safe. Let's try it. It's a green unit anyway, so maybe we simply go for it. But I don't want to risk my Italian tank here. Maybe we'll send it over the same way once we know it's safe. Then we'll prepare our defenses. Simply let them attack into us. We've used all of our bombers. Now we have to protect them. Keep the enemy down. Protect around here. Slowly move forward. Maybe we can outflank them here. And already start to fire at the city. I like that. Provide some protection. I think this will count as a green hex where we get full supply for the artillery. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Use the Sturk to protect the scout. And yeah, we are making extreme progress, I think. That's nice. Move more units into position. Could go over, but I'm still not sure if that's a wise idea, so I'm not going to do it. At least not for the moment. Then we'll bring another defensive fighter. Everything is protected. And in the north, well, keep protecting. Use the opportunity to review. And we'll very slowly and carefully advance in the thousths. That's it. So I think we'll end the turn now, and well, time is fleeting. One-shot kill at the cost, but still. Yeah, that hasn't been too bad. So, but we definitely have to do something about this grant here. I hope our tank can deal with it. Yeah, I think we're doing. Yeah, as expected, there's infantry in there. Seems safe enough. Move up and once again protect our scout. Try to eliminate this radar tower. Perfect. Now they don't have any vision, and I hope that concludes this special task we have. So let's see. It's almost completely suppressed. Unfortunately, we can't go around. Otherwise, we could suppress it. Force a surrender on it, that would be ideal. That's not going to happen. Try to press on. And once we have Baghdad, I think we are in an excellent position, because this is the, well, this should force it back at least. Perfect. And use our Brutus to further weaken their defenses. And that basically should solve the problem. Now the only thing we need is a tank that can go in and finish it off, but maybe one of our fighters can do it. Nope. Yeah, it's very unlikely that we get it, so let's keep suppressing the enemy artillery and, well, grab supplies. And I fully expect more counterattacks from the south. So putting the Stuk here is a little bit risky. It would help against the Churchill, but on the other hand, let's not risk anything. Move forward. Seems safe enough. There's absolutely nothing here. So let's send across. Another tank. Then let's take a look. Wow. That should force a surrender. Perfect. Well, we have 2 ammunition, so I don't plan on firing here. The Grant has a vision range of 2, so maybe what we are going to do is simply evade them and try to deal with the Grant later. We might even take on this Hex, but maybe it's quicker to send over an air transport. Keep protected here because I don't want the mobile artillery to rush here and shoot me. Yeah, maybe we'll simply peek and see what we can trap or find. And well, the only problem I see at the moment is that our air defenses are already a little bit weakened because 2 fighters are severely damaged. We'll protect around here. Well, this slot is already protected. Yeah, we'll do it like that anyways. And the Piaggio could do nothing. A little bit worried about the Stuk, so I'm not going to use it. Just in case we will protect here. Yeah, I think that's it again. Let's enter turn and then we will make our first break. I think for now this is going very successfully. Might change in a second, but God, forget to protect my Wurfrahmen and immediately get... Wow. Totally worth it. Oh no. Well, those were the green units, but I'm surprised that they even did see us, but we could do a lot of damage to them. But definitely not going to cross here. That's a very bad idea. But we will get our revenge at them soon enough. Yeah, we'll do this next time. That's extremely unfortunate, but another fighter will be shot down. The Spitfire is pretty much out of action, and those will bombard to death, I think, and risk getting attacked here because I don't want them to replenish their strengths. And the Sherman and the Crusader are easy prey. Yeah, I think we will do it like that. So thanks for watching. We will make break a few minutes and then I'll be immediately back. So see ya. Bye. Hello and welcome back to Afrika Korps